renegotiating, what would you say the typical strategy is in terms of how you land on what does need to be fixed? Is it monetary? Are they fixing it? Are there seller credits? Where does it normally land?
Oh well, it's usually one of three ways.
Okay.
You can take the house as is. Most people don't want to go that way. You can choose to renegotiate the terms of the contract. You can lower the sale price for the cost of those repairs, or you could ask for the seller to compensate by giving additional closing costs, put some money back in the buyer's pocket so they can do the repairs, or they can choose to walk away and try to get their earnest money back at that point.
And that happens, right?
It
I
does.
mean, sometimes we on our team, we get somebody pre-approved up front, they do all the underwriting, they find the house, they get excited, and then the home inspection report comes back, and then they end up walking away because there's something big enough.
Inspectors.
Yeah, and the
Ruining it all.
inspector killed the deal again, Preston.
They come in with their crazy pants, and then they ruin everything, man. Who do they think they are?
So, but you know, that's the whole point of what you said at the beginning, Preston, is that you're there to protect that future home
And
buyer.
educate. You need to know what's going on with the home. That's a huge investment. You don't just fly blind into that.
Yeah, and that's part of what we do too. And I failed to mention that earlier, but I'm glad you brought it up, Todd. We want to educate the people, show them where all their cutoffs are, show them where their filter sizes are. We get an owner's manual for our stove, for our microwave, but we don't get an owner's manual for the whole house.
Nope.
And that's part of
Or
what
your
we try
children.
to do is educate them, because they need to know where, hey, if we got a leak, where can we go cut the water off? Or if that breaker flips in the bathroom, where's the reset for it? That sort of thing.
People in my generation, millennials, we know little to nothing about that. So I know that's most of us, at least. I think that's a huge plus.
Yeah, we're not that generation, or at least I'm not. But we like working with that generation, so that's cool. It's all good.
Man,
So
they know
here's
how to use a computer, though.
Yeah.
I tell you.
That's right. Get your emails out.
Yeah,
Fix
can
your
you fix my
Wi-Fi.
phone?
So real quick here. So what happens if everybody we get through the home inspection process, everything gets negotiated out. Now we're the day before closing, you take your buyers out to the property and you discover they did not fix the repairs that they had agreed upon. What happens then, Tyler? Because this
Well,
never happens.
you have a
folks.
drink,
It
and
does
then-
happen, believe it or not.
It does happen.
Surprisingly, more often than you think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's not always the sellers that didn't get it done. It could be the contractors that just skipped over it or
Okay.
chose to ignore it. Hopefully that's not the case. But you can choose to delay closing. As long,
Okay.
again, as long as there's no time constraints pushing you to that contract deadline. If you can delay closing, I would say let's do that. Or you could go back to the seller and agree to have those repairs done post closing, and they would potentially
Put something in writing.
keep that. Yeah, put something in writing, make an addendum, and then the seller makes a check out to the attorney, or it sits in the attorney's escrow account. And then after you say the repairs are good, then the attorney would disperse that money
Release
to
the
the
money.
contractor.
Right.
I would push for trying to get that reinspection as early as you can. I mean, I know it's really not your control what the seller does or what the seller's contractor does, but and it happens all the time. We're like doing the reinspection and closing's that afternoon. I mean, it'd be great if it was like 3 days, but a lot of times
It's
it's
not.
like, it's the contractor and the seller. I mean, we ultimately don't control what they do. I mean,
Contractors are busy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have labor shortage, we have supply shortage, housing market's doing well. So it happens. So we're going to take a quick break right here and come back for our very last segment. Again, we've got Preston Salen from Home Inspection in Carolina and Tyler DiPretorio.